Hello everyone, and welcome to the first part of my Wizard 101 playthrough. I'm going to be using a death character for this. We're going to be using pretty much no crowns items, except for what might come naturally through some dungeons. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started.
Aha! The spell is working. Look, Gamma. Finally we have found one.
Oh!
A young wizard. A student with amazing potential. Enough, perhaps, to save Wizard City.
Oh, really? Where?
Oh, a very, very distant realm. Oh, my goodness. On a world that does not even believe in magic. I wonder what manner of wizard they might become. Perhaps we should consult the Book of Secrets.
Headmaster Ambrose turns to regard you intently.
Answer these questions to find out what type of wizard you are.
Yeah, so for this we're going to be using a death wizard. We could go through this. I'm just going to go ahead and skip the test. This test is not really important. It really is just deciding this, and the only part of the test that matters is the gemstone at the very end of it. We're going with the death wizard. So death wizards, also known as necromancers, manipulate the powers of the undead. They specialize in health drains, spells that damage their opponents and heal themselves at the same time. Because of their drain spells, death wizards can easily thrive when venturing off on their own. That's particularly why we're playing this, because we're going solo for the most part.
But now that we know what you are, what do you look like?
Alright. Spawn the powerful new wizard now. Boom. Look at him. So beautiful.
All right, then. What is your name?
Alright, so we're Boo Ghost.
Well, hello, if it isn't our newest student. My name is Merle Ambrose. I am the headmaster of the Ravenwood School of Magical Arts. We're expecting great things from you. To move around, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. My owl friend would like to speak with you. Walk up to Gamma and follow his instructions to talk.
Hello! My name is Gamma the Owl, and I am quite pleased to meet you. Wizards test their skills by summoning fantastic creatures and dueling. To become a master wizard, you must learn every spell in your class. Wizards love to duel. The more spells you learn, the better a duelist you'll become. Oh!
How odd. Come along, young wizard. Let's investigate the matter. Meet me in the tower.
You'd best follow the headmaster. You're safe with him. To the tower!
Alright. So our very first fight.
Who's there? Malistaire.
Ambrose.
You are no longer welcome here. Why have you returned?
I'm here to resolve our unfinished business. Is this your latest student? My henchman will see to your little friend.
Hurry along, young wizard. Take this deck of spell cards and deal with those creatures while I tend to Malistaire himself.
Don't be so sure of yourself, old man.
Run up and confront them. Be brave. I will guide you. You've drawn these spells from your deck. Quickly. You must choose a spell and use it to attack one of Malistaire's henchmen by clicking on him.
But it's good to finally be playing this. I haven't actually gotten to play this on the channel. I did stream it a while back. We did some Darkmoor, which is a dungeon much further into the game. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I actually can't wait to get this character.
You're hurt. You'll need to pay attention to your current health. This red crystal ball shows your health. If you run out of health in a wizard duel, you'll be defeated. The blue crystal ball shows how much mana you have left. Well, mana is magical energy. If you run out of mana, you won't be able to cast any more spells. When you're out of mana, you'll be at the mercy... Why so distracted? We're under attack. Oh, my! Call me a fool. I had all but forgotten. Where were we then? Oh.
I don't know if I should be concerned or should feel like safe with him saying things like that.
Aha! You doddering fool! Your student is no match for my forces.
Oh, no, you're in trouble. Quickly, use the unicorn spell and cast it on yourself. It will replenish your health.
Foolish creatures! You've let the young whelp heal! Defeat the whelp or you'll suffer for it!
Here, young wizard, take some more pips. They power your spells. The more pips you have, the stronger the spells you can cast. Quickly now, pick another spell and cast it at one of them. Oh my, that spell reduced the power of your own spell.
At last, you fools earn your keep! Now, finish the child.
Cast this Balance Blade spell on yourself. It will increase your next spell's power. This one learns fast, Malistaire. Two can play at that game. I've got it. Use this Meteor Strike spell. It will strike both of the henchmen. Here are the pips to cast it with. With the Balance Blade spell you've already cast, the Meteor Strike spell should finish them off. Cast it now.
GG easy.
Oh, excellent work, young wizard. Now, let me see to Malistaire. I'll show him. Threatening a new student before orientation, no less?
Another time, old man. I have what I came for. And now I'll take my leave of this wretched place.
He's gone, and none too soon. What sinister goal brought him here? Oh, my. You look a bit the worse for wear. Here, let me restore you to your full health and mana. On the bright side, congratulations. Defeating Malastaire's henchmen has earned you some experience. This experience bar will help you track your progress. When the bar fills up, you'll gain a level and be able to learn new spells. Now, do you have any questions, young wizard? What's that? You don't know how to speak? Oh, my pardon. Well then, let me teach you how to use menu chat, and we'll see what you have to say for yourself. This is the menu chat button. Click on it to say. You have the way of it. Now you can chat with anyone you meet and make lots of friends here.
Yeah, all I have to say is dance.
You'll also need a spellbook and a wand. There you go. No young wizard should ever be without them.
Yes. Why didn't you give me the wand to begin with, like, during the fight?
I should say, young wizard, that I was quite impressed with your courage. There's little doubt, but that a great destiny awaits you. Who knows? Maybe you'll fill my shoes and become headmaster someday. But now, if you'll excuse me, I have a mountain of duties to attend to right now, including readying your enrollment. So if you don't mind waiting for a moment or two, I'll pop back to my office and straighten up.
Sweet.
I'll summon you when things are presentable. So many books and papers to tidy up. Where did I put those forms? See you soon.
Sweet, yeah, so first fight over with.
Welcome to Ravenwood Academy, young wizard. And normally, this is where you'd be enrolled and sent to your classes. But times are not normal. There's some kind of supernatural incursion in Unicorn Way that must be dealt with immediately. I wonder. You've demonstrated such potential, I think practical experience will serve you better than lectures.
Put me on
Care
the
to
field
put your
right
talents
now.
to the test?
Put me in the ring, coach.
Splendid. Time is of the essence, so I'll teleport you there directly. Seek out Private Connolly, the Wizard City Guard in charge of that area.
All right.
Whoa, young student. The street's very dangerous right now. Is there something I can help you with?
Way back in the day, Wizard 101 used to start off with this very quest, right? Where you go to Unicorn Way and you help all of them out. You used to actually, you used to have to run here from Ambrose's office, which I think is interesting they changed. I don't know why they decided to teleport you instead of make you run, but a lot of this area is quite different for the sort of tutorialization of this area. Like, all this fog is very new. This did not used to exist. We'll kind of see why it exists in a little
What's
bit.
that? You say the headmaster sent you to help us? Well then, you're just the person, or wizard, I've been waiting for. This used to be a pleasant street, but we've been invaded by hordes of strange creatures. The guards and I have been doing our best to push the creatures back, but we're no match for their dark magic, especially the undead. Maybe your fancy wizard magic will do the trick. Go battle a few of those lost souls, then report back to me.
Alright. So let's go beat up some ghosts. Awesome. That's one ghost down. Oh, and we got a hat. Nice.
Beaten by a mere student, wizard? Come, souls, let's get lost somewhere safer.
Alright, Private Connolly. What do you have to say for yourself?
That's turned the tide. We'll follow your lead and start pushing these ghostly things back. But I'm worried we won't be able to drive the phantoms away for good without knowing why they're attacking us. We've got to find out what's behind this. Another intrepid student, Sirin Nightchan, also came to help. Maybe he's learned something useful.
Yeah, or maybe he's just gonna make me do all the work, because you'll find that is a common theme in this game, where everyone just sort of makes you do their work for them, particularly in the running around and talking to people department.
Oh, hey there, I'm Saren. You're new here, aren't you? Well, I, for one, am very glad you're here. I couldn't help but notice how you took down those lost souls. I have to say, I'm quite impressed by your spell-slinging skills. When I heard there was trouble on Unicorn Way, I rushed right over. But then I saw what's out there. Skeletal pirates. Skeletons I can handle, but skeletal pirates? Pah! Yar! No thank you! Pirates give me the heebie-jeebies!
So that's where you draw the line.
Excuse me, did I hear you two talking about skeletal pirates? If you're going to face them, please come talk to me first.
It would be good to know exactly what we're up against. Do you think you could battle a few skeletal pirates to see how tough they are? Great! I'll mark their location on your map. Thank you so much for doing this. Good luck!
Alright, Olivia.
I'm glad I overheard you two wizards talk about those pesky skeletal pirates. They're looting the street and making such a mess. If something isn't done, we could be forced to leave the city. Please, will you help us?
Quests marked with stars are part of the main story. Side quests are optional, but allow you to gain additional rewards. Good hunting.
Sweet. So Olivia is a good example of what we'll find throughout this game, where side quests actually line up pretty well with certain mainline quests. So it's always good to just grab the quests as you see them. I think I'll do that for the most part in this playthrough, though I might try and contain side quests as best as I can within the videos that I grab them in. Nice. Oh, we got some boots, too. The shoes are kind of nice. It's always good to have some more maximum health. Awesome.
Yarr! Parley, parley! Ye got guts, little wizard. More than us to be sure, but ye be no match for that which rattles in the darkness.
Since we're here, we'll also turn in this quest for Olivia.
Oh, bless you, child. I don't have much to offer in thanks. But please, take this magic ring. Maybe it'll help you in your adventures. Thanks again, young wizard. Maybe I can find another helpful young wizard to help sweep up all these eye patches.
Awesome. Our first ring.
Oh, wow! You made it back! I mean, how'd it go? What did you learn?
You did not expect me to come back, did you?
The pirates warned about a rattle in the darkness?
You wanted me dead.
See, this is what I was talking about. Pirates are always creepy and frustratingly vague. What is clear is that some evil magic has emerged here, and we're going to need more than a handful of guards to stop it. There is a powerful, ancient being who may be able to help us understand the dark forces we're facing, the wise seraph, Lady Ariel. Not only does Lady Ariel possess strong magic, she's also the warden of the ferries, and they keep her well informed. Perhaps she's heard something about this rattle in the darkness. Go speak with her in the hedge maze at the far end of Unicorn Way.
Awesome. Yeah, so we just got our new hat. Boom, looking good. All right, but before we head all the way over, Private Godley's got a side quest for us.
I sent Private Orion down the street a while ago, and he's not back yet. With all these lost souls about, I fear the worst. Orion's a good friend of mine. Could you go see if he's all right? He may be hiding in one of their houses. See if you can find him.
Alright. I'm going to make a marker here, and I'm going to go to the Commons real quick. Because there's a couple other side quests that I'd like to pick up, if I can, before we keep going. Yes. Okay.
Whoa there, chum. Stop a second and introduce yourself. Me? I'm Boris Tallstaff, ace reporter at the Ravenwood Student Gazette. I make the noise, I rattle the cages, I ask the tough questions, like, what's the deal with magic? Where did it come from? How did we learn it? We need to ask these questions, and, if there's time, answer them. But how? Books, huh? You know, you might be onto something there, but all the best history books were stolen by ghosts looking for the order of something. If you happen to find any of these books, bring them back my way, kid. I'll condense them into one crackerjack article on the history of magic.
Awesome. Yeah, so this is going to be relevant because that side quest that Private Connolly gave us actually leads us to one of those books. So we're going to go ahead and actually do that quest now. Alright, so Private Connolly... Alright, to give you some reference on where we are, this is the beginning of Unicorn Way. This is where we were starting out, where Sarah Knight Chant and them are standing. This is where Private Orion is. He's in this house right here. We're gonna go talk to him.
Get back on, dead fiend! Oh, a student, is it? You're a brave one. Connolly sent you to check up on me? I'm well, but I did have a bit of a scare. I was making my rounds when a horrifying ghost swept out of nowhere. I recognized her from the old stories. Lady Blackhope, the Wailing Widow. I'm not ashamed to say she scared me half to death. I hightailed it here and shut the door. I can't leave this place if she's still out there. Blackhope Tower's not far away. That must be where she came from. Maybe something in there can drive her spirit away.
Alright, yeah, let's go deal with her. And so what's actually kind of interesting about this quest, having played this game for several years, is that this quest used to be something you could only get until after you'd completed all of Unicorn Way. So, not this early. And it used to be something you had to do as a prerequisite for the main story, but this is a completely optional thing now. So, kind of interesting.
You say the city guards are scared of me? Well, they should be. Everyone should be. Malister has opened the seals. The dead rise. Let all who still live beware. My dark master will be avenged. You want me to stop haunting this street? Ha! Let's see if you have enough spirit to stop me.
All right. There's that book for Boris. We'll read that after this fight, though. Beautiful. Alright, and this should be the move.
That was the move that made LeBron cry.
Right.
I suppose you have enough spirit after all. Go tell the guardsmen I will haunt them no longer.
Nice. So this is... I don't know how common this is. I've never actually earned a full set of gear this quickly from fights. Like like first fight we got a hat. Not too long after that, I think it was like a fight after that, we got these boots. And then during this boss fight, we got a whole robe. That is kind of crazy. I've actually not seen that happen so quickly. Like a full usable set of gear.
Life magic was said to have been discovered by the earliest inhabitants of the Ravenwood, guided by none other than Grandfather Tree himself. He instructed his early disciples to plant trees and tend to a grove to learn the complex interactions of all living things. As these early theurges advanced in their studies, so too did their gardens improve, eventually sprouting the sentient spell trees. Not just of life magic, but all the schools. Each tree embodied a new form of magic, a new aspect of existence. It was through their growth, study, and teaching that magical law was tested, explored, and codified.
Awesome. Let's make our way back to Private Orion.
You defeated Lady Blackhope? Thanks, wizard. I'll return to my post now. As a favor, please don't tell Private Connolly what happened. I don't want him to think I'll flee from the first ghost that chases me. I only run from the really scary ones.
Yes, only the really scary ones. And I imagine he thinks that all of the ghosts are the really scary ones.
I see you found Orion. I suppose some monster scared him out of his wits and he was too frightened to come back.
Well, see, what had happened was...
Well, it's not the first time. And I wager it won't be the last. All's well that ends well. Thanks for finding him, wizard.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, now let's continue on with the main story. Let's go ahead and find our way to Lady Oriel. Alright, so we're fast approaching Lady Oriel. Just for some context, this is where we are. Now let's go ahead and talk to her.
Halt! What purpose brings you into our hedge maze? Forgive me, young wizard. These dark times make me leery of new faces. But now I see the light within you. We've much to discuss.
Alright. Whoa.
The evil forces that loosed the undead upon Unicorn Way have also corrupted my precious fairies. Please, you must help them. Vile bone cages have appeared along Unicorn Way. They are filled with a mysterious dark magic that corrupts all fairy folk who venture near them. Dispel the dark magic in the bone cages, then bring me fairy dust from those it corrupted. It may reveal to me who is behind this atrocity. It pains me to say it, but the only way to obtain the fairy dust is to wrestle it from the dark fairies in combat. Try to be gentle. Once you've dispelled the bone cages and collected the fairy dust, return to me immediately. Good luck, young wizard. May the light guide you.
Alright. Yeah, so let's go open up some cages and beat up some fairies. We should be able to one-hit with the snake. Close, though. Alright, one more fairy to go. Alright. Let's see if we can one-hit with the snake. And I'm gonna jinx it, but I'm surprised we have not fizzled on the lightning snake yet. Oh, wow. Nice. And it did.
Oh, I could feel the darkness
The
down in
whole
my
damage.
bones. But now that terrible cloud has been lifted. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we can throw this away. Since we've got that other one. I don't think I'll actually need this necessarily, but for now it might be good to keep just in case we don't get some form of resistance to everything soon.
You hear a tiny, joyful voice call your name.
Thank you for helping us, kind wizard. Your courage and benevolence will not soon be forgotten by the fairy folk.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, fairy blessings. Aha. Alright. Lady Oriole, I've done your bidding.
You've cemented your reputation as a hero to the fairy folk, young wizard. With the bone cages dispelled, I can help the other corrupted fairies in time. Now we must root out who is behind this attack. Please, let me examine the fairy dust. Is that? But how? The fairy dust displays scars of a dark magic banished from this world long ago. Could it be? Rattle in the darkness? Rattlebones. In life, a ruthless tyrant who was banished to the underworld for his crimes. If I focus, perhaps I can sense his location. Oh, so much darkness. No, my vision is obscured. All I see is a tower ringed in bones. Siren Nightchant knows Unicorn Way. Perhaps he can help. You must hurry. Here, take this broom. It will allow you to travel to Siren much faster. Now fly, and may the light guide you.
Since we have these other shoes... Oh, I'm actually just gonna sell these. Why not? We have a broom now. Haha. But we can get to Siren just from this little marker we made earlier.
Hello! You were gone for so long, I was beginning to worry you'd run off and joined a skeletal pirate crew. But what did Lady Oriole have to say? Oriole thinks an underworld tyrant named Rattlebones is behind all this? Wicked. Let me think. He's in a tower ringed in bones. Well, the skeletal pirates do seem to be concentrated around the old archives. Try looking there. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Alright. Now to the old archives we go to fight Rattlebones. Alright, here we are. Rattlebones.
Good work, my thrall. This could be the tome Bannister seeks. Now what's this? A wizard? Excellent. I could use a combat break. Let's play.
Alright. Let's see if we can one-hit the fairy. Nice. I think it was like right on the dot. I think that was exactly her health. So great. Close but no cigar. Assuming his resist isn't too bad, we can get him with that. Nice.
The day is yours, young one. But the Dark Master's plan is already in motion. You haven't heard the last rattle in the darkness.
In his haste to leave, Rattlebones dropped the tome he was holding. It could be important. Perhaps Saren will know what should be done with it.
Put on the novice robes. We're looking pretty good. I mean, look at us now.
Oh, I know how to kill him.
Ooh, ooh, kill him. Ooh, 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 kill him. Ooh, ooh.
All right, let's get out of here.
As you walk back onto Unicorn Way, you can't help but notice that the dark magic that was previously choking the street seems to have abated.
You did it, didn't you? You beat Rattlebones! The darkness plaguing Unicorn Way is lifting. Look! With Rattlebones defeated, the gods should be able to drive away the rest of the undead horde. Ooh, that tome looks important. You should take it to the library in the Commons. Harold Argleston will know what to do with it.
Awesome. Yes, we just got some boots. You know, yeah, never mind. We can wear that. The Rustband boots aren't really doing a whole lot for us.
Well, hello there. I don't think I've seen you in the library before. I'm Harold Argleston, Master Librarian Extraordinaire. You say you recover this tome from an underworld tyrant who is going to give it to his dark master, Malistaire? I do believe this is a matter for Headmaster Ambrose. You should take the tome to him at once. But before you go, allow me to reward you for your heroics. Please accept this treasure card on behalf of the denizens of Wizard City.
Alright. Let's go ahead and head our way to Ambrose. Alright.
Oh, good, you're back. I'm anxious to hear your update on Unicorn Way. Evil darkness summoned from the underworld? Oh, my. Rattlebones, you say? But he was banished centuries ago. How could... Oh, Malistaire. Of course. But why? Rattlebones was searching the Unicorn Way archive for this tome? Well, let me see what it is. On the trail of the Order of the Fang. Oh, my stars. I will certainly look into this. While I do that, you need to attend to the matter of your long-delayed enrollment. If you are to truly master your magical talents, we must induct you officially into our academy. I'll send you now to Mr. Lincoln, our registrar in Ravenwood. He will introduce you to our professors and help you begin your studies.
Sweet. I think I'm going to leave this part here. If you like what you see, give a like, subscribe, you know. Next episode, we should be continuing on with the main storyline, getting to know Ravenwood a little bit, and that's about it. See ya.